Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing good. I hope life's been going great for you. Hope things are working out, having a good summer. If not, I hope you have a good escape from all that stuff. For me, if I ever have to forget my problems, I look into video games. Gaming to me is the pinnacle of artwork. I mean, look at, people back in the day that just mastered their art, like Shakespeare, Vincent van Gogh, Leonardo da Vinci, Beethoven, where there was music, art, like painting, or like a play, like a story. Video games to me is the pinnacle because it puts all of that together. You got the graphics, you got games with story, of course, you got fun games too, and then you got games that with great music, and it all comes together. And to me, people that look down at video games, I don't know, how do you not see just what an accomplishment and achievement it is for us to have such an amazing privilege to experience that today. So the reason I'm doing this is because I also want to show you guys, maybe with this channel, that learning is also a part of video games, and hopefully we'll get to practice more of that as I keep making videos. We can see more of what we can learn from whatever games we are playing right now, games from the past that we need to look into, and then movies too. But this topic today is mostly about video games. Are games designed for adult life? You see, I'm 30 years old, and throughout my life, I played video games. So my history with video games goes back to me when I was little with the N64, seeing friends play the Game Boy Color, and then just wanting that for myself. So my first console was the GameCube, playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, getting into like The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, trying other games when I got the PS2, Sly Cooper, Jack and Dexter, Kingdom Hearts, and then you got portable stuff as well. I got the Game Boy, Pokemon. That was crazy back in the early 2000s. Then the DS comes, and oof, man, I played the living crap out of that. At night, in the morning, going out, in the school, in the bus, in the car, you name it. What a great time to be gaming. But we can talk more about the pretty much the beauty of the Nintendo DS for another video. And then we go into the Wii. The Wii was a great time too. It brought family together, my family, so I really appreciate that. Got the Wii Virtual Console, so I got to play games from the past, and then going to some more pro gamers, real gamer shrimp here. Now we're going into the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era. Now I had an Xbox 360. I got, Xbox Live. I didn't really have multiplayer before that. So to me in middle school and high school, now this is like you want to be that cool gamer. You want to, get prestige and just be the biggest bad jazz out there when you're playing, with your friends in Modern Warfare 2. Great game. I love Black Ops. Nazi Zombies was fun. And then you got the GTA 4. Then you can move on to GTA 5. Man, everyone was like missing school to play that. That was a huge game. I'm missing out so many. You got Gears of War, even some games like Assassin's Creed going to multiplayer. It's just a unique way of changing it up. And then we're moving on to after the Xbox One. I didn't feel it. I was kind of losing my touch with gaming there. I was going to college. I thought I was growing up. But then Nintendo Switch. You got Breath of the Wild, all that lead up to that game, and you get it in my hands. I got it. It was fun. But not to take too much longer now. Here we are with the Switch 2. I got my PC. Got plenty of games. Too many games. So many games, but such little time. And I am pretty lucky. I have found the one I want to be with for the rest of my life, and she also has a passion for games. We like to play games, but not every game. We mostly play like those fun little games. We tried Overcooked. We didn't go too far with it. We played It Takes Two. As far as a big single player game, she really liked LA Noire. She likes that detective shit, so I'm proud of her for that. Played 2D Mario. Her favorite was the 3D World, but she's not a big gamer like me. Like I feel like I'm pretty balanced and I like to play all types of games, but I know her and her style, so it's a little picky. It's a little bit, more on the playful, fun side, 2D, 3Ds. But as for me, I like some games with some depth, some story, some thinking, some strategy. First-person shooters are great. I just played Resident Evil Village. Can't complain. It's a fun game, scary game, but not. I know, obviously not for her. She's a sweet girl. So that's what I was wanting to talk about more. Like, are these game developers really making games for people like us? People like us, I don't know who you are, but games that are just demanding for your time and things. And so I have some examples here, and we'll kind of break down what I mean by that. First game I want to talk about is Poketopia on the Switch 2. I heard the reviews. I wasn't expecting much from it because Nintendo wasn't really talking much about it or really putting it in your face. But got the game and I had fun. It was good. Can't complain. Only problem though is as I was playing it, you got these objectives, crafting and helping build the community of Pokemon around you and stuff. And it just be sort of, it feels like chores, but it's a satisfying delayed gratification of finishing up those chores. But when you're an adult, you're like, you know what? I should probably do that in my house or apartment. Like maybe instead of cleaning around the map for my Pokemon villagers, I could just actually clean my apartment. I got stuff around here. I should vacuum. I should mop. I should do my laundry. Time to get cooking. I have some food that's going bad in the fridge. And you're just like, dang it. And then it's a game that also kind of like rewards you for playing every day. But if you're an adult, you don't have all the time in the world. You might forget to play the game for like 2, 3, 4 days, even longer maybe. And then it just becomes more of a challenge to pick the game up again. But I'm gonna move on to my second example here. This game came out not too long ago, around I want to say early June. Mina the Follower, the people that made Shovel Knight, those developers made that game, and I got it because I love top-down Zelda. However, the game's tough, pretty freaking tough, and there is a way to overlook that. If you don't really want the challenge, they have cheats already enabled. You just go into the pause, enter the settings, and you can do all kinds of cheats, infinite health, you name it, make it bigger, make the game harder if you want, have infinite like stamina for your like sidearms, or just take less damage. There's plenty of ways to work around and still enjoy the game, but it just hurts my pride. I want to be able to play this game and play it the way they intended, but I can't because the game's too hard and I got enough stuff challenging me and making sure I'm on top of things in my real life as it is, like your career, or, just being a responsible, spouse, your responsible family member, being out there with your friends, so it just hurts that I can't play the game they wanted to make it. They make it a challenge for you, but me, it's like, no, this will be something better when I was younger, when I was able to just give it my all to a video game and just push myself to complete it, which is important. It's great for kids to have that challenge. But now that I'm an adult, I'm playing this game and then I work my butt off and get stressed over and lose progress for dying. I can't do that. Time's a precious resource as an adult, and you can't just waste 5 minutes of it dying. Like, even to me, that's too much. So another example there. Now down to example 3. Expedition 33, Game of the Year last year. Cutscenes look great. The way they change up the turn-based systems is enjoyable. It's fun. It's challenging, like Mina the Follower. It is a tough game, but they have settings for that. There's an easy mode, but
I'm just checking
it's even worse than Mina. There's no way to customize it, and it is literally pretty brain dead. You can't really die. The enemies do barely any damage to you.
I haven't played this in months.
I wish there was a way to fix it up. I really think all I really needed for that game was to have a bigger window to dodge or do your counters when they attack you. That's the main thing I kind of wanted, and maybe just to simplify all the skill power-up trees and all that. Maybe just to tone that down, because each character's got their own type of stuff you gotta learn, and you gotta figure out how it complements with your other characters that you could use. So that's unfortunate, but to me, this point I was trying to come across with is that I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
sometimes
I mean, this game was Game of the Year and everything.
You don't have time to play the game. And so 3 days go by, 5 days go by, a whole week goes by, then you play a different game, then 2 weeks go by, and then you forget the story. You have no clue where you left off,
to be there for,
and you can barely remember how to play the game.
My computer,
and then right before like it happened to me, like all the footage I'm showing you right here, this is my gameplay. Like I'm just like a big main midpoint boss, and
maybe I could beat it.
Oh my
god, I didn't like the game.
Frick do you dodge it? It's just getting cooked, but it was on easy mode, so
I feel like I did see this cutscene already.
But leading to that with multiplayer is like everyone knows
got my butt kicked,
or people, kids, I know they just love Roblox, Fortnite. I sound so old mentioning those games like this in this context, but the point I'm trying to say is that like back when I was playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, again, a few days go by and you feel like it's years. Like people are like having the hyperbolic time chamber, and next thing you know, they're freaking ready to fight Majin Buu, and I'm still like curling here, barely able to stand up against second form Frieza, and I'm just like, forget it. No point playing multiplayer. I'm just gonna get cooked. It's just gonna be not fun. And I guess that's the point, like, I just wanna have fun, I just wanna sit back, relax, and so I go into these games that I've probably beat 100 times, like Wind Waker, a Mario game, maybe even, like, games on my PC that I can think of, like Neon White's a really fun game, try that out. Elatro my favorite game, I'm definitely making a video on that one, try it out if you haven't. But here I am now. I'm gonna start this YouTube channel going by the name of Movie Gamer Tonto to kind of change the way I play games, even change the way I use YouTube. I feel like it's just passive. I've been watching YouTube for so many years. I'm sure you guys have too. But I'm gonna move on with my life. I'm gonna live with the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. And so I don't want to really leave gaming behind. I want, to have my children experience gaming and not just the simple Mario Kart or whatever games the kids are gonna be playing in the future, but to have some good classic story games, some games that get you thinking, some games that really made video games the way they are today. I don't want those games to be in the past. So, trying my best here to do that by doing this channel. And back to the topic of the title of the video, are games being made for people like me? No, not exactly. They have those accommodations for it, but that's not a bad thing. It's not. Like I mentioned earlier, video games is great for learning and just getting your brain stimulated. And so I want to kind of touch on that with these videos when I do reviews so that people can maybe see that video games are not mindless and probably the exact opposite. We need video games. They get us thinking, they get us feeling emotions, they get us interacting in a world and to a person's mind, a developer's mind, and then just learning their puzzles and learning the way the game works. It's a language. And like with language, it involves parts of your brain. So we're going to be learning into that into this channel. So I hope this video stuck through to the end. Let's look back into our examples here, like Poketopia. This game literally teaches you about being responsible with your chores, your duties like that. Then we got Meaning the Follower. It's a hard game, but challenge builds character. Challenge builds discipline. Challenge builds a sense of accomplishment after you complete something you thought you couldn't do. So then we move on to Expedition 33. It has you follow along with the story, follow along with characters, their motives, their traits, their characteristics, learning the strategies, learning the patterns of the enemy's attacks. This stuff isn't just mindless fun. It's real, legit learning, like we do in school. So that's hopefully you stuck, like I said, stuck through to the end. First video done. Hopefully we got more coming in the future. Changing this video games and YouTube into an active hobby. Learning the Twitch. This is editing Movie Gamer Tonto here. Just wanted to also, I guess it's been some time after I made this video, and I just want to, I guess, explain some things. First of all, thanks for watching. This is my first video. Second, I was sick, so I had to really edit a lot of my breathing in and outs from the video. So it was a pain, but ultimately I think it was a pain to help me struggle to get better at making videos. So hopefully my next videos, I also kept recording other videos, but hopefully I don't know, we'll see what I do. I'm curious to see if I should just redo those videos and just start from scratch again, or if I can maybe be like that's this video for like just a Frankenstein, just clipping things and adding things. I feel like I was literally just creating like a Frankenstein monster of a video. So it is what it is, but I'm still proud of it. It took a lot of work, so I just decided to keep the video going like this. Alrighty, let's finish up this video. See you guys. The process of making videos has been fun so far, so if you're having the same thoughts as me, hopefully you guys, I encourage you to do the same. That's it. Do good out there, guys. Be your best out there. Take care of each other. See ya. Have a good one.